Hey, I'm John Bollinger with Premier Guitar. Today we're taking a little test drive with the Bellwether by Walrus Audio. This is a bucket-brigade analog delay with tap and many other great features that we'll get into. But first, let me tell you about everything else in the signal chain. I'm playing my all-stock PRS SCJ. I've had this about 10 years, I guess. I'm running directly out of it with an Astrope cable into the Bellwether. We're running in mono into a Mesa Boogie Lone Star amp. We'll be in the clean and dirty, but as you can see, both channels are absolutely flat. I am using a Voodoo Labs pedal power to power the pedal. We're miking the amp with a Royer R121 mic, and that's running into Napchi Quartet and into Pro Tools. So that's the basics. And we're running in line rather than using the effects loop, because I think that's probably how most of you will do it. The Bellwether has analog circuitry that gives you up to 1,000 milliseconds of warm, lush delay. And in addition to that, you have all these knobs here to sculpt the sound you want. Let's start right to left. Right here, this works in conjunction with your tap itself, and it controls the subdivisions. So all the way down here, you're going to have quarter notes. Right here, you'll have eighths. Right here, you have dotted. And right here, you have triplets. So, say we'll do like a dotted thing. So it's great to be able to sculpt that on the fly. And you can set it at one thing, kick it with your foot, and get to a different thing. Or use the expression pedal. So that's the first knob. Next we have time, which you can dial on the fly to ear. Now, that knob I wouldn't use as much because I'm more of a kind of a tap guy, but it's there. And it's fun in the studio or even live when you have a pedal like this, an analog pedal, and you can just kind of twist things and get the crazy space noises. Come on, man. How Twilight Zone is that, right? Next, we have repeats, which, as you might guess, controls the amount of repeats. However, I'm not using that right now because I'm using the expression pedal. And this is where it really gets interesting to me. Repeats, you can dial in as many as you want. But if you use the expression pedal in conjunction with this toggle, then you can go into infinite repeats with your foot. So dig this. So that's really cool, just with your foot to be able to get into that infinite noise and then cut it off. Really cool. Also, the expression pedal can adjust the time if you switch it the other way. So that's a great feature for some hands-off noise making. Next we have tone. So you can tighten up the tone of your repeats so they kind of cut better, or maybe they become more subtle and kind of spacey and dark. So it's just a cool feature. Let's see what this does. hear that? Do you hear the like kind of shimmering? It sounds like a colony of elves are living inside there. I'll play it again. You can kind of hear it. Crazy, right? It does. It sounds like there's a colony of elves living inside the pedal, throwing a big party. Final knob up top is the level. And we've been running it pretty high just so you can really hear what it does, but you can get everything from a very subtle thing. Pretty great. Those are the delay controls, but it's really two pedals in one, because right here we have a chorusing that you control with this on-off switch right there, that toggle. This is depth and this is rate. So you can flip it up there and have a subtle chorusing. But I'll turn up the depth and up the rate and see what we get. And again, I kind of like the subtler setting. But you can go as crazy spaced out as you want. But that's a cool option. Now, let me tell you some of the other great features in this. Right here you have a mono in, but you have stereo outs. Right here you can add an additional tap tempo. Say you've got a pedal board that has, say, a universal tap for several different effects. You can tie this into it and sync up many at the same time. Or say it's in a rack and you've got a tap on your floor. You can run a line out of this to a separate tap. There's an effects loop, which is very cool. It's built like a tank, and although it takes up a lot of space on a pedal board, it has so many sounds in it that it's definitely worth the space. Okay, so we've heard all this great, clean, lush stuff. Let's try a little dirt on it and see what we get. Whew. What a, it sounds like a rocket taking off. So it's so much fun to play with those crazy space noises and easy just to lose all your time doing that. But it's got great conventional sounds as well. I'm going to turn off the chorus, bring everything else kind of down a little bit, and just get a good like old school slapback. Come on, man. How Bill Haley in the comments is that? Pretty cool. So those are the basics on the Bellwether. Really fun, and there's all kinds of crazy Easter eggs hidden in the design for you to find on your own. To read the full written review, go to premierguitar.com. While you're online, make sure you like us on Facebook and subscribe to our ever-growing YouTube channel, and we'll keep you up to date on all the cool new gear that's out there. This is John Bollinger. Peace out.
Don't forget to sign up for PG Perks, your all-access pass to exclusive gear giveaways and discounts on premierguitar.com.